buttons.
Oh, is it going?
Pull diagonal. Yeah.
Oh, I'm turning up mins, yeah. Hold up.
Timer.
Are you ahead of me?
There it is.
So if you can, try and use the stream that I'm sending to you, just so that we're the same.
Currently using Discord, so...
Okay, cool.
Should be good.
Alright, yeah, so they're doing some boulder puzzles. The boulder puzzles, usually this first one is going to give you the loot. I'm not sure even if it's possible to have... Oh, this is a janky one. Everyone's having a hard time. Okay.
So are these like randomly generated? Or...
They are, which is so cool, actually. There we go.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, they're randomly generated, and so they will always work, but they can be a little complicated. And then, of course, you can...
yeah, I saw a few, like, using bombs to knock them diagonally.
Yeah, that's what
really cool.
Yeah. So you can use bombs, you can use your throwing gloves to, like, toss the boulders around, pick them up and throw them. So as you get equipment throughout this, it gets a little easier. Just for anyone who maybe hasn't experienced this yet, it's pretty cool. It's a mode where it's its own separate mode. It's 4 floors. I think the floors are 5x4. And there's just a whole bunch of rooms, and each room is like a bit of a puzzle. And you're trying to collect the synth and the big key, and then go to the boss room. And all those could be found somewhere in the castle. I think the big room has to be somewhere in the middle of a floor, but it could be on any of the floors. And we're going to see a big boulder puzzle here. There we go. Kailaria's got it. Is there like a strat compilation? Probably just watch their streams. I actually don't know if there is. There is a lot of variance in a lot of the rooms, but there's certain ones that you see over and over again. There's a lot of those combat rooms that you'd see over and over again. That's what Kailaria just cleared. And what WasKi's killing right now. And then... yeah, the rocks are random. I think the electricity wire rooms are also random, like where the wire is. But the enemies you get can be the same. Get good at doing things, yeah. The flawless rooms. Yeah, so like the room we're seeing right now, WasKi's in. These rooms, you have to kill the enemies together within a certain amount of time. So there tends to be strats for that, but it of course depends on your build.
Good luck.
All right, thanks for the raid, Parker. And thanks also Tic Tac and all the Tic Tac viewers for joining in as well. I believe these ice puzzles are also completely random. And they can be a little tricky sometimes. Being able to shoot across the... I don't even know what those are. Pillars, I guess? Pretty good. And we're seeing a strat here from WasKi using the cane to bring up blocks so that you can easily block the blocks. Block the boulders.
What items would the racers be looking for? I hear that hover boots can be used pretty well.
Yeah, hovers is huge. Okay, WasKi, they're getting the boss key, or the room. Finding the boss room. Hold on, let me just find it. There it is. Yeah, and the hovers are always with Freddy, so you're going to see WasKi going for those right now and killing Freddy for those boots. And you get one shot with those boots. Once they're gone, they're gone. And so it's the glove. Oh, and there's the key as well. This is fast. So, yeah, the glove is really good. The boots are really good. Bombs and bomb shoes, super useful. WasKi picking up some mask magic.
Yeah, Skull Kid special thing.
Yeah. So Skull Kid wears different masks, and those are going to give you different weapons. So you can see Kailaria is wearing, what is that? A skull mask? The Dongo? I don't know what it is. But it gives you a spear. All right. And, oh my goodness, there's the synth. Wow. This is exceptionally fast. I don't even know if Kailaria's got any of those things yet. And WasKi's already got all 3. What? This is bonkers. I mean, WasKi is, in a lot of cases, the world record holder. I'm not sure about this specific category. I think Pleasant Breeze or WasKi has it. But yeah, so this is the final boss fight here. You just have to break all of these little nodes while they're electrified. And WasKill is also really good at this. So there's just one more to get. Just has to set up for it and not die. There it is. Wow. Is that sub 5? Not quite. That's wild. Okay.
GG's to WasKill.
That might be a dot fastest. Yeah, holy moly. That was so fast. Yeah, 5:14. Bonkers.
So is screen watching allowed? And if so, how helpful would that be?
It
in
is
the race that we just saw.
It is, and I don't think it's super helpful because they, like, for us, even us, like screen watching, which is what we're doing the whole time, it's hard to even tell where they are in the palace. So, and also dying can sometimes be like intentional, like death abuse. So, unless it's just like, oh, they got the gloves somewhere, unless you actually catch the exact moment where they pick up something, it can be really difficult. Yeah, and getting into the boss room, I don't know if everybody caught that. I should have actually made what do you call it? I have lost my words. Yeah, I should have captured that clip so that we could go back and look at it, because it was like this strange double bomb to set yourself up for a bomb across a gap thing. Replay, thank you. Holy moly, I could not think of the word. All right. So we'll get set for the next race. They're sort of chatting about it here. Racer's just kind of talking about it.
Good luck.
Yeah, Kailaria said she found the map a little late. So mapping is very important in this because you can identify all the rooms. And so means if you're looking for the chest rooms, they look really obvious, and the boss room, they also look obvious. So then it's just a matter of trying to find your way there. And so yeah, you can imagine having a map here is really, really valuable. So if they pick up a map, it usually drops like a few minutes off.
Let's see.
What's up, ACZ? A dead end is the synth or the key. Is there not any other dead ends? I didn't know that, if that's true. Yeah, Pleasant Breeze is talking about the way to make that skip. It's a pretty wild skip. So the rooms around the boss room are also a certain set of rooms. They tend to be these more difficult puzzles that you typically require some kind of item. There's like a moat around the boss room is the way you can think of it. And you need something to cross it. But I don't see a boulder there, Spreecha. Nope, no boulders. Big key, boss key. Potato, potato. Okay, looks like we are off. Let me actually use their audio this time. I forgot last time. Alright, we're going to use WasKill's audio for now. So they immediately get to this boulder room, which is where they'll find the loot. Of course, the loot is super valuable, as you can imagine, because it gives you teleporting abilities. Teleporting in speedruns is, you know, pretty handy. I don't even know how that would work in Necrodancer, but... Oof. Kailaria's got a bit of a situation here. That one block is, yeah, blocked. You don't want it sitting in that little C on the left. This is going to cost Kailaria a lot of time. Here we go.
Yeah, this reminds me a lot of the barrels in Necrodancer when you want to get it onto a trap or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it is like. Yeah, totally.
Just turned into a game mechanic of itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Fun. Yeah.
Teal Scroll is kind of a teleport. Kind of. Good old Teal Scroll. Alright, Kailaria here looks to be going straight for the hovers. That's going to be a difference from WasKill. WasKill, though, finding the compass. Doing a quick scan. I'm not sure how much information you can glean from the compass. I guess you're looking for a particular chest. I imagine that the chests with the key and with the synth are probably around the outside if they have to be dead ends. I don't know if that's guaranteed, but it's probably likely. Oh, looking for a map? So you use the compass to look for a map? That's funny. And there's a few puzzles that they just skip. I think because they often are just chest rooms. So you can see the one with the 2 fire mages, and I don't think I've ever seen in a race anyone actually try and do that puzzle. It just takes so long to do, so it's just skipped. See those hovers working out for Waski as well? The hovers really circumvent a lot of puzzles. As you can see there with Kailaria. Just standing over the pit, waiting for the enemy. This is also fixed beat mode, so there's, even in these combat rooms, you don't have to go to the beat of the music. Sort of like Bard and Necrodancer.
So how would you, just waste a beat? Do you...
I think it's the same, it's mispresses.
Wrong combo?
Yeah.
I see.
If I'm not mistaken, there might be a button that just progresses it, but maybe that's just the wrong combo button. I'm not sure. We see Waski using that key, the cane again for really nice, easy boulder puzzles. These guys are annoying because you got to anger them so they all kind of cluster. Because this is one of the rooms where you have to kill all the enemies kind of in a row, and these ones you have to kill from the side or back. So this is kind of annoying. Looks like she's got it though. Z left button is commonly used. Oh, the toggle leaping button. Ha. Oh, leaping. So many people were mad when leaping was added to this game. Yeah, you have to rebind it. I think I saw something about that. Has anyone picked up any of the items? I haven't noticed. So we're looking for the synth and we're looking for, yeah, the big key. So you can see here, Waski setting up the kill there with the bomb. Makes things so much easier. Now, if you're not playing fixed beat, is there any reason to have the button, the waist beat button, chat? Because I know that, like, you do play a lot of fixed beat even in not fixed beat mode with this game, because whenever the rooms are clear, you don't have to stay on the beat. Okay, we got a pickup here. There's one of the rooms. It's the synth. So synth for Waski. You can see just how much longer this run is than the last one. The last one was almost done by now. So there, Kailaria is using the... Oh, and there's the boss room. Boss door for Waski. And a golden shovel. Oh, boy. Waski needs the Bosky. Ah. I like that. This is annoying with the Tektites for Kailaria. Needs one of the Tektites that actually lines up. It's like Spooty's spider puzzle. There's the boss key for Waski. So I don't know if Kailaria got an item again. Waski's just too fast. Too furious. Let's get that new boss music going. You can both have the joke. It's fine, chat. All right.
These are meant to be spread after all.
That's
yeah,
right. This
GG's
actually ended up being fast. Within a minute, he got all 3 things and finished. So that's 2 hooties for Waski. One more hootie and it'll be a sweep. We'll see if Kailaria can come back. So we do 3 matches just like we've done in the Necrodancer matches as well. Just finding the map. Yeah, it's so funny how it's... if you don't find the map, it can take so much longer. All right, seeds are going in, and we'll see game 3. There's a lot of really interesting strategies, but I feel like this mode, it requires you to watch it a bunch. Once you watch it enough, you really start to see there's some really neat decisions of the same room made with the different builds. So depending on it's very build dependent on what you do, which I think applies to many of the sort of roguelikes. Depending on what you have is how you're going to handle the room. But because the rooms are very specified puzzles and they have multiple solutions, it's important to know all the different ways in which you can solve that puzzle.
Right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Curious to think what would be the inspirations for this mode, like
It's actually really
obviously,
surprising.
like, the puzzles in Zelda.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that this mode exists. Mainly because they didn't have to make it. It came out in a DLC. It didn't come in with the game originally. And it's just this extra mode in a game. I mean, it's great. And I like that we can race it. But yeah, it's a weird, sort of weird. I don't know what and then in terms of the inspiration, I think it's just like they wanted to make Zelda dungeons, more Zelda dungeons. So I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Like somewhat reminiscent of the shrines in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, actually, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
and it's kind of neat that it's got 2D inspiration of a 3D game like that. Because there's a lot of like, well, there's like the bomb puzzles, and I mean, all of the shrines are puzzles essentially in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
All right, we're off. This is game 3, and the brains are working. We got our. Oh yeah, this will work. Perfect. And Kailaria a little more efficient with that, but getting stuck behind the boulders. That was comical. I did a laugh. And a lot of rooms can be skipped in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, if you've ever seen a Breath of the Wild speedrun, I don't know if you've watched many of those mins. They are wild. Breath of the Wild. Oh, Kailaria, you gotta plant that one. There we go. Oh, this is awkward. Get out of here, Tic Tac. Your hate on for Breath of the Wild. It's a good game. Oh, Ring of Courage. That's usually not what you want. So the Ring of Courage is like an anti-strat because it causes you to make mistakes in combat rooms. You can see Kailaria here having a hard time because you have to pretty much change your entire plan when you get into these rooms. You can see just how awkward this is.
In order to get rid of it, you have to find a ring swap.
Yeah.
So you just don't want to pick it up.
Or burn it. Like get hit enough. And I think that might have been what Wasky was doing there. Just take a bunch of damage, which increases your chance of heart drops, and then get health and keep getting hit, and then your ring breaks eventually.
I see. There's no way to just not pick it up.
No, they could have not picked it up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to pick up the rewards in the room, but I think they both just because it's fixed beat mode and you're going fast, they just both grabbed it. Oh, did the timer not start? Oh, I'm gonna blame that on the timer. This is a common way to do these rooms too, where you have to kind of knock the boulder back and forth and then work your way up the wall. We saw that there for Wasky. It's a good strategy. We'll see if Kailaria does the same here. Icons. Oh my goodness. You guys are keeping me honest. I was telling myself I was going to focus more and try and really understand the map this time around. And in doing so, I forgot that both the timer and the icons. So, you know. Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of. I could just passively just talk about what's happening, but I'm trying to actually look at this map. And I still don't know what's going on. And I'm sure you also have no idea. And of course, like we can recognize what's happening, but it's hard to track like where the positioning is, unfortunately. So
Yeah, within the bigger picture and the context of
Yeah.
the whole run.
oh, and we're seeing the Kailaria getting through that room as well. It looks like Kailaria is gonna now get the floaties.
I love the floating.
There we go. Yeah. So I would say that WasKi's ahead right now, of course, with the got the floaties a little earlier. And is just mapping through. Now, when you look at the map, you can actually see where the doorways are, so you can sort of decide your position or your path. Now, what is WasKi gonna use this present for? Scroll a need. Oh, it's like the same as the scroll a need in Necrodancer when there's 3 enemies following you. Okay, we got ourselves a big key. That was a smart use. That's one of those item interactions where it's just easier to do it that way. Nice little bomb boost float, and there is the boss door. So just the synth, and you can see it in the bottom right of that floor that WasKi was looking at, but WasKi had to go into the top left. So this is going to be a bit of a long haul to get there. Little laser sounds, pew pew pew. Imagine using the need scroll. Yeah. So yeah, this room, like, WasKi's played it so many times. Oh, I say that, but then getting hugged. It's pretty funny to see this in Bixby, honestly. It's just wailing on those guys. All right, and now we'll see the throwing strats, so you can see just how much easier this can be. Cancel! Hey! Thank you so much for the sub there, Cancel. There's the boss room for Kailaria. A 44-month streak. Really appreciate all the support. Cancel of CoNDOR staff fame. Appreciate it. Alright. This room I found really annoying when I did this. Those Spinaroonie guys. You can see he's already got done. I don't even know what he did. Okay, a bow for Kailaria. Oh, Mins, you're asking about weapons that are really good. There's the boss key for Kailaria. Yeah, the bow is really, really valuable in this as well. And WasKi made it. Got the synth, so WasKi's gonna go fight the boss now. Kailaria now just has to make it across this floor. So Kailaria's, you know, about a minute behind or so. And a death abuse from WasKi. That was intentional, I'm sure, because WasKi was at 2 health. And he bombed himself. And if he just didn't bomb himself, I would have wondered if like a cat got on his controller or something. But no, I think that was very intentional.
Yeah. 4 hearts back, I assume.
Yeah, you want to get your health up fighting this boss. You can take a lot of chip damage. There's just a lot of little enemies everywhere. Alright, this was actually a pretty slow run, all things considered. I mean, slow, very relative. Slow to WasKi's other runs. This timer's not correct. It was a 6:49 in the race room. And so GG's. Solid win there from WasKi. Kailaria, though, close on this one.
Taking this with the 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, the 3-0 sweep. I think WasKi's trying to show us something. Is it a meme? Yeah, I know what's happening. All right. GG's for Kahoot X2. We're going to move on now and do some necro dancing. Thanks, Kailaria and WasKi, for the great matchup. I don't know. What was that? What's wrong with that image? I don't even know. I don't get it. Okay. Okay, so our next match coming up here. Let me pull the thing up here. It's going to be Obsidian Titanium match. Crate versus Kavelka.